Hi, welcome in the video Success Leaves Clues. In this video we are going to talk about three different subjects, and three different subjects having little commonality. There is something common in them, so I like to highlight it. So the first will be I will be talking about the Mount Everest, second is Google, and third is Apple. Well, why Mount Everest, Google and Apple? Is because you are aware with this name and it will help you to remember the message I like to convey you. So let's talk about the Mount Everest. When I was around 6 years old, I read a story on the Mount Everest, and which was like around 1865, George Everest has discovered the Mount Everest, and around 1953 Hillary and Norgay climbed the Mount Everest first time. Is almost after 1 century discovering the Mount Everest, and in around 2017 around 4,000 successful people already climbed the Mount Everest. So what happened before the Hillary and Norway? Why nobody tried to climb the mountain? That's not true. Actually, before Hillary and Norgay, a lot of people tried to climb the mountain, but most of them they die. So when first time Hillary and Norgay climbed the mountain, they learned the clues to climb, and which set the path for a following climber. And that's why on the average around 400 people each year climbing the Mount Everest. Well, starting a business is not as that much hard as climbing a Mount Everest. Now let's talk about the Google. When the Google started, the idea come up in the doctorate, a PhD student at Stanford University. The Page, Mr. Page was he discussed the idea with Brian, his friend, and they worked together an idea, and finally they presented their idea to his professor, and finally his professor bring him to the Asian professor of Stanford, who had the reputation of funding in a successful IT companies like Sun. So when they see the ideas, they understood the concept, and they initiated to invest $100,000. But other than the $100,000, what was important, that the guidance they gave to the Page and Brian. So the successful story of the investor, they were not an angel investor, they were a professor, and they invest their own money by believing on Page and Brian, because Page and Brian at that point of time, he had no company, no prototype, no offices, just an idea. So what here I like to point out, that with the right advices, set their path in a right way to become a great company. Now let's talk about Apple. But Apple wasn't the same as Google. If you look into the history of Apple, I realized that two friends from the computer club get together, and finally two other friends join the project, and they started the project in a garage. First, initially when they come up with the Apple one, they didn't succeed. They make some deal because Steve Jobs was a great salesman, but that wasn't successful. The failure of Apple one make them learn. They learn from it, and then they initiated Apple 2, which set up a stage a little bit. So with this, in this video, what I like to emphasize that your success, your personal success and your personal failure leave some clues for you to be a great entrepreneur of tomorrow. So have a look into this, and with these courses I have figured out the clues to start a successful business. So let's observe those clues and implement it. By doing both, I can assure you that no one can stop you to be a great entrepreneur. No one can stop you to be a successful, to starting a successful business. So again, I like to emphasize with this video that success leaves clues. So thank you again for your time. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.